Hey everyone! Welcome back to the channel, or if you're new here, a big warm welcome to you. I'm so glad you're here because today's video might just be the turning point in your financial journey. We're diving into a powerful, no-nonsense guide that has helped thousands break free from the chains of debt and finally take control of their money. If you've ever felt overwhelmed by bills, stressed about credit cards, or just tired of living paycheck to paycheck, this video is for you. So grab a cup of coffee, get comfortable, and let's walk together toward the freedom you truly deserve. You're not alone, and by the end of this video, you'll have a clear roadmap to living debt-free forever. Let's get started. Welcome to today's video, where we dive deep into one of the most practical and no-nonsense personal finance books out there, Debt-Free Forever by Gail Vaz-Oxlade. Whether you're drowning in credit card bills, struggling to keep up with loan payments, or just want to gain control over your money, this book delivers a step-by-step action plan to help you reclaim your financial freedom. In this video, we'll walk you through the essential ideas, strategies, and insights from the book so you can start transforming your financial life, without fluff, without guilt, and with full control. Gail Vaz-Oxlade is known for her direct, tough-love approach to money management, and her method works because it's based on reality. Not theory, not wishful thinking, but actionable, tested methods to get out of debt and stay that way. So grab a notebook, because by the end of this video, you'll have a clear picture of how to move from debt burden to debt-free living. The book opens by challenging the mindset most people have around debt. Gail makes it clear that becoming debt-free isn't about deprivation. It's about prioritizing. Many people live in denial about how much debt they actually carry or how deep in financial trouble they are. Gail pushes the reader to confront the real numbers. That means laying everything bare: balances on all your credit cards, interest rates, how much you owe on car loans, lines of credit, student loans, and even personal loans. The first step is brutal honesty. You can't fix what you don't fully understand. Next, she emphasizes creating a realistic budget, but this is not just another budgeting tip you can find online. Gail teaches a zero-based budgeting approach, which means every dollar you earn should have a specific job. You allocate money not just for fixed expenses like rent, utilities, and groceries, but also for things like savings, debt repayment, and even entertainment. She insists that your budget should reflect your real life, not some idealized version of who you think you should be. If you like going out to eat, budget for it. If you have kids, plan for unexpected school expenses. The idea is to make your budget so accurate and customized that you'll actually follow it instead of constantly breaking it. One powerful technique Gail introduces is the use of spending journals. This simple but effective strategy helps you track every single cent you spend for at least a month. By writing down your spending, you begin to recognize patterns, leaks, and areas where your money is slipping through your fingers. This exercise isn't about judgment, it's about awareness. Most people underestimate how much they spend on things like coffee, fast food, or online shopping. Seeing the numbers in front of you forces you to make conscious choices instead of emotional ones. Once you've identified where your money is going, Gail then walks you through the process of cutting back intelligently. She doesn't advocate cutting out everything that brings you joy. Instead, she urges you to choose. If you really love your gym membership, keep it, but you may need to cut back on takeout or clothing purchases. The core principle here is trade-offs. You can have anything, but you can't have everything. Debt freedom comes from choosing what matters most and trimming away the rest. From there, Gail focuses heavily on building a repayment plan that actually works. She doesn't believe in just making minimum payments forever. Instead, she proposes the debt repayment plan that lists your debts in order, either by smallest balance, snowball method, or by highest interest rate, avalanche method, and aggressively attacking them one by one while making minimum payments on the rest. She also provides detailed formulas and worksheets in the book to help you calculate how long it will take to pay off each debt, and how much interest you'll save by doing so. She encourages readers to pay weekly instead of monthly whenever possible to reduce interest charges and gain momentum faster. What makes her method even more practical is her insistence on using cash. Yes, actual, physical cash. Gail encourages you to use a jar system where you allocate cash into jars labeled for groceries, transportation, entertainment, and other spending categories. The idea is that cash is finite. When you see it running out, you slow down your spending. This tactile, visual system builds discipline and makes you much more mindful of your habits. It also eliminates the risk of overspending that comes with credit and debit cards. Another critical point in Debt-Free Forever is the importance of an emergency fund. Many people remain stuck in the debt cycle because every financial bump, a car repair, a medical bill, a job loss, gets charged to a credit card. Gail stresses that building even a modest emergency fund of $500 to $1,000 can give you breathing room. It's not about having a fully stocked savings account right away, it's about creating a buffer between you and disaster. Over time, she suggests growing that emergency fund to cover 3 to 6 months of essential expenses, but it starts with that first small safety net. Gail also dedicates space to discussing the emotional and psychological aspects of debt. She points out how people often use spending to cope with stress, boredom, low self-esteem, or social pressure. That's why breaking the debt cycle is not just about numbers, it's about changing your relationship with money. She encourages people to set goals, create visual reminders, and even write letters to themselves about why they want to become debt-free. The emotional fuel is crucial to staying committed when the excitement wears off. Relationships are another key area she explores. Debt often creates tension between couples, especially when one partner is a saver and the other is a spender. Gail recommends having honest, regular conversations about money with your partner. Set joint financial goals. Assign responsibility for managing bills and track expenses together. Don't hide purchases or use money as a weapon in your relationship. Transparency and teamwork are essential for making financial progress as a couple. For those facing severe debt problems, Gail outlines how to deal with creditors. She offers guidance on negotiating lower interest rates, consolidating debt, or even seeking credit counseling if necessary. However, she also warns against relying on debt consolidation loans or consumer proposals as a first resort. These can sometimes create the illusion of progress without addressing the real issue, overspending and lack of planning. One of the most empowering parts of the book is Gail's emphasis on taking control. She insists that no matter how bad your financial situation may look, you have the power to change it. It's not going to be easy. It will take time. But it's absolutely possible. She's seen countless people go from hopelessly in debt to completely free within a few years. All because they committed to her plan, stayed consistent, and believed they deserved better. As you make progress, Gail encourages you to celebrate small wins. Paid off your first credit card? Celebrate. Built your emergency fund? Celebrate. Paid off your car loan? You get the idea. These milestones matter because they reinforce that your hard work is paying off. Over time, as your debts shrink and your confidence grows, you'll start to see a future filled with possibility instead of fear. In the final chapters, she circles back to the bigger picture. Being debt-free isn't just about numbers. It's about freedom, peace of mind, and choices. When you're no longer living paycheck to paycheck, you can dream bigger. You can plan for retirement. You can take a vacation without worrying about credit card bills. You can help your kids with college. You can give to causes you care about. Gail wants her readers to understand that becoming debt-free opens the door to a life that's truly yours, not one controlled by banks, lenders, or stress. So, if you're someone who feels like you'll never get ahead financially, this book is your wake-up call. Gail's voice throughout Debt-Free Forever is like a firm, supportive coach who won't let you off the hook, but who's also cheering you on every step of the way. She believes in financial responsibility, not punishment, in discipline, not deprivation, and in your ability to take charge of your life and build a future you can be proud of. Thanks so much for watching. If this video inspired you or gave you the motivation to start your own debt-free journey, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Share it with someone who needs a little financial encouragement today. Remember, your journey to freedom begins with one small step, and it starts now. Stay strong, stay focused, and I'll see you in the next video.